Screen visible to you all? Yes, no, maybe. Not visible. Okay. Who all among you all are movie freaks and you all watch movie on the OTT platforms such as Netflix or Amazon Prime? So remember, if you all are watching a match on Hotstar, nowadays you can choose the character on which the camera should be there. Have you explored that option? So if you are a fan of Virat Kohli, they'll have a camera dedicated to Virat Kohli, and for the entire 40 overs of the match, that camera will be on Virat Kohli, or at least the time which he is on the field. So if he is fielding, they will only show Virat Kohli, and if he is batting, they'll focus the camera on Virat Kohli. So you can choose from the setting the camera view which you want. Okay, so they can ask you, and as per the user's feedback, they will adjust their broadcasting. Yes, no, maybe, or they have installed multiple cameras. So to that particular user, they will show this particular angle. Am I understood? The same goes with the language also. So if I want to watch the same match and I want to hear the commentary in English, I can choose the language also from the drop down list. And as per my input, the commentary language will change. Yes, I will explore this, guys. Anyone? What else have you all explored? So in 2018, there was a movie released called Black Mirror. Have you all heard of this movie? So this movie was a scientific thriller, okay, sci-fi movie. Very interesting concept the director had launched in this. This movie would pause at regular intervals. So whenever there would be a thriller or whenever there will be some interesting scenario, let's say there's some sniper and he is targeting the hero of that movie, the main actor of the movie, and he is now set the target on this hero. So the movie will pause over there, and the director now will ask you a question: will the hero die or will the sniper miss the target? So now, based on your decision, based on your decision, so if you say the sniper should miss the target, then the movie will go in that direction where the sniper misses the target, and then what happens going forward. So it's a sort of condition branches are there. So the movie will progress. At a particular time, the director asks you to make a choice. Now, whatever choice you make, the movie will follow that flow. Had you chosen the hero must die, then the movie will go in the direction. What would happen if the hero dies? So at regular intervals, the movie pauses itself and it gives you an option, a choice box as to you make a choice. And then whatever choice you make, the movie goes into that direction. So the movie has multiple endings. The movie has multiple endings. It doesn't have one ending, it has multiple endings. Depending on whatever choice the viewers are making, the movie climax ends at that position. So it's like a tree structure algorithm he has used inside over there. So at regulator, we will pause. So this is the start of the movie. Now the first decision comes. Okay, so you have to make a choice. Yes or no? So so similar, so whatever choice the user makes, in that in Java to inject that choice we use scanner. In Java to inject that choice we will use scanner. So let me show you what is the use of your scanner. So let's come over here. So today is, let's say, day 8, and I make a new package, day 8. can, and we make a class over here, new class scanner demo. So search for this movie if you have time. Main, okay. Now I want the user to enter me some input. So I will prompt the user, okay, like the how the so so if the user director prompts over here, okay, like if the cricket match is going on, so how many runs will the player score? Okay, so if you say 4, so he will hit a 4, and if you say 0, he will not score any runs. So what input you are giving, based on that the software will operate. So now we are asking the user, enter the runs. Okay, now what will you enter? Let's say I will enter 6. The user should enter 6. Now how will I read this 6? So this prompt will reflect on the console. This message, okay, there is the main. The main is there. So when I run this code, this message reflects on the console. So now whatever I enter over here now, whatever I enter over here, the program should read that, correct? The program should read that. So I make a scanner object to read the input, and I take it into the variable. As my input will be an integer type, so I will say next int. So see over here. So this is run, right? So I run over here, and now I prompt the user, enter the run. So now whatever he enters, if he enters 6, this 6 will be scanned and be stored in which variable? Yes, guys, runs. And why I have written over here next integer means after this message, whichever integer you find, you take that integer and store it in the left hand side variable. Okay, that's why these are the methods of the scanner class. So now what is the runs now? If I hit enter over here, now the 6 is in which variable? So so now if I say if runs is equal to 6, means true. So as David Miller says, if it's in the arc, it's out of the park. Okay, so right click, now run. Okay, now if we say enter the run, now if I enter 6, will it display this message? Yes, no, maybe? Yes, because the condition has become true. So now I am waiting for the user's input. Whatever the user will input, my program will behave accordingly. Okay, had the user entered a 4, okay, okay, so square drive to the bound. Okay, now depending on the user's input, my program will in, interact with the user now. So now if he enters 4, what will display? Now I have given choice to the user, like the director has given choice to the viewer over here. Okay, so at every crucial moment of the movie will pause and a message box will come up, and the message box will display the that what choice the director wants the user to make, and then whichever choice the user makes, the movie will take that flow. So the movie has multiple endings, not a single ending. So now I am waiting for the user's input. So if the user enters 4, what will I display? Correct? So this is what your scanner does. So if you want to accept any input from the user, you make a scanner object, prompt the user, what are you expecting? So yeah, this object can be made upfront also. Okay. And then depending on whatever you are accepting, you can, okay. Then let's take, okay. So let's say there's a DRS, decision pending. Okay. Decision pending. Okay. So if there is an LBW call, how does the batsman get out? If this is the pitch and this is that imaginary line which the third umpire draws for the stumps, so where should the ball pitch for the batsman to be out? So the ball should either pitch on the offside or it should pitch. So he checks three things: where the ball is pitching. So you should get three reds, right? If you'll observe, you should get three reds. So it should pitch on off or in the center. Impact has to be in the center. So when it hits the pad, it should hit it between the red line. If it hits it here and there, not out. And after that, the ball's trajectory should take it to hit the stump. So it should be hitting the stump. So this imaginary line is the stump line only. So the ball has hit the batsman on the pad, and after that they will track the trajectory of the ball that it should go and hit the wicket. If it is going and hitting the wicket also, means he is out. But if it misses the wicket, he is not out. So if there is a decision pending from the umpire, and I'll accept three things now. I'll accept three things. Where is the ball pitching? So pitching, pitching should be on the off or in the center, right? So one is on off, and let's say two is in the center, and three is on the leg side. So if the ball pitches on the leg side, there is no LBW. You cannot be given LBW if the ball pitches on the leg side. So how will I scan that? I'll take a integer variable pitch, and I'll say sc dot next. So now I've got the data of where the ball is pitching. After pitching, where is the impact? So impact can be within the line or outside the line. Okay, it can be within this red line or outside this red line. Okay, so impact, if it is within line, then 1. If it is outside the line, let's say then 2. And then I will check the impact. And then the third thing is whether the ball is hitting the wicket. Hitting wicket, okay. Impact, where is the impact and where is the pitching? And this I am prompting. This I am prompting that if it is in off 1 and 2 center, leg 3, impact where? If it is within the line 1, outside the line 2, and hitting wicket, if yes, 1, if no, 2. So now I have taken the details from my viewers. So from the third empire, let's say I made a software for the IPL. Okay, wicked hitting. So these three things I need to check. And now I'll put my logic over here. So on what basis will the player be adjudged LBW? If the pitching is where? The variable is this. Pitching has to be either within the stumps or on the offside. If the ball, if so I'm talking about a right hand batsman, okay? Let's say Virat Kohli is batting. If the ball pitches on the leg side, Virat Kohli cannot be given LBW in no condition whatsoever. A right hand batsman cannot be adjudged LBW if the ball pitches on the leg side. So the ball has to pitch on the off or has to pitch in line. So now my software will check for the condition. If pitching is which one? Which one? 1 and 2, right? So if pitching is equal to 1 or pitching is equal to 2. Is this a spelling mistake? Let me check the spelling. Okay, so pitching is all good. Then impact has to be where? So this is one condition. This is one condition. So I will take it like this. So, and then I use an and over there because I have to check all the conditions. Impact has to be in the center. No doubt about that. Impact has to be within line. So within line means 1. So impact has to be 1. Second condition. And the third one, wicket hitting has to be 1. So if this is my scenario, then I can say out. Then my software will give the player as out. OUT. Else my software will give the player not out. So these are logical operators. I hope you all are aware of these operators. We've been doing this for quite a while. Okay, now let's run. And let's set decision pending now. We don't want the runs over here now. Okay, I don't want this input as of now. So let's run decision. So this is displaying on the screen. Decision pending. Now the third umpire is checking his time. Pitching. I say pitching on off. Means chances are there that the batsman can be out. Impact. Impact was also in line. And hitting wicket, yes. What should be the verdict? Final there. What should be the verdict for all the three reds? It is out. Okay. Let's say impact was on leg side. Now, now there cannot be any chances. So once the impact is on the leg side, the third umpire doesn't check the other two only. If the impact is on the leg side, it will not check for the other two. So you can put a condition over there. You can directly check a condition over here. If the pitching, sorry, if the pitching is on the leg side is equal to 3, directly you can return from the function. Directly you can return from the function, or directly, let's say, you can exit the program. Or directly what we can say is we can sys out, not out. That's it. You can directly sys out, not out, and then you can return from the function. You have to return from this function, or you can directly exit the program. System dot exit. So system dot exit. If it is pitching on the leg side, no need to go further and check. So if you say it's pitching on leg side, you will say not out, finish. No need to check further. So as and when I want the input from the user, so now if it is pitching on the center, do I need to check for the impact? If the ball is pitching in center, so now as I hit, so whatever the user gives input, based on that the software will operate now. Okay. Now and if the impact is outside the line, will he check for wicket hitting? No. So we'll put this if condition over here. And if the impact is outside the line, no need to check further. I hope you all are, when you all watch the match, you all know what the third umpire is doing. So if it says to impact outside only in one case you can be given out, when you're not offering a shot. When the batsman is not offering a shot, that is the only case when the impact can be outside, but still you can be given out. But in normal cases, the impact has to be within the stumps. Okay, so let's run this. So pitching, okay. Now if he says impact outside, will he ask for the wicket hitting? No, right? So now my software will behave on the input which the user will give, and to accept that input from the user, I need the scanner. Am I understood? Nahid, does this answer your question? Getting it? And now what type of input I'm expecting? One, two, based on that function I will use. So if I'm expecting input as 5.5, if I'm expecting an input as 5.5, then if I ask the user enter your age, will I still say next int? If I ask the user enter your age, will I still say, then what will I say? The next double, right? Right. So enter. So if I say enter your height, now height normally when I say height in feet, so what do normally people enter? 5.10, 5.11. Now to read this, what will I use? Next double or next int? Next double, and the variable should also be then double type, right? Now, and the variable name should be same as, okay. Then whatever you want to do, you can do with that. If I'm just displaying, okay. If you wanted me not to alter this, I'll just display the height. Just display the height which I expect. Okay. You can comment down. Now, whatever the user enters, I'm just accepting and displaying. Okay, so your height in feet 6.1, and I hit enter. It displays you whatever I get. Am I understood? Okay, if I would have taken uh, if I enter 6.1 and had I taken integer to receive it, it's showing a compilation error, right? Why is it showing a compilation error over here? Because I'm doing narrowing or widening. And narrowing. So narrowing I have to do explicitly, right? So what do I have to mention over here? Okay, please convert it into integer. Or I I I give you the okay. So it will take the permission of the programmer and then do it. But when we have a function which already does that for me, then why should we go the long way? Am I understood? Okay. Now who has done the program which I was telling to?